Hey everyone, welcome to World Heritage Journey. Today we're at the villages with fortified churches in Transylvania, central Romania. Now this World Heritage Site is a collection of 7 villages that have fortified church compounds within them, and it's actually really interesting. They were constructed between the 13th and the 16th centuries to keep the local population safe from attack. Now there's some really cool history here and some fantastically well preserved buildings, so let's go and check it out. So this is Kalnik, and it's the first of the villages that we're looking at today. And it's actually surprisingly small. There's just oval-shaped walls, a chapel that's actually quite modest, and then a couple of defensive towers as well. But they didn't need to be big because, of course, the villages themselves surrounding the area were not particularly big either. They only needed to be quite small to withstand sieges from attackers. And it's just really beautiful and peaceful here. It's really well preserved, and you get a real sense for what it was like living within the walls. So this is the second of the 3 villages that we're going to look at today, and this one is known as Valea Vilo. And the one we went to this morning was essentially a fortress with a church in it, but you can really see here how this is actually a fortified church. You can see there's fortifications on top of the steeple where people can shoot out, and of course it's got the huge wall around the church as well. Now the interesting thing is that these villages were often populated with Saxon migrants or Germans that had moved here during the 13th century. And although it was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, it was a fringe territory, and there was often conflict with the Ottoman Empire just to the southeast. And that's why they fortified churches like this. They weren't wealthy communities, and so they couldn't afford to build big castles or town walls. So they could do the next best thing, which was fortify the largest building in town, which of course was usually the church. And so they would heavily fortify them with the giant walls that you can see, and often inside they would have storage buildings too, so that the citizens could hunker down there and wait out a long siege. And so our last stop for today is the church behind me at Bierton, and this is one of the largest ones that we've seen, and it's actually the original church that was added to the World Heritage list as well. Now it dates from around the 16th century, and for 300 years it was the seat of the local bishops, which made it very important. And as you can see, it's got defences to match that importance. It's got 7 towers, 2 bastions, and 2 layers of walls as well, making it a really formidable spot, and it looks really cool as well. And I've actually really enjoyed seeing the churches today. They're not unusual at all in this part of the world. There's apparently somewhere between 200 and 250 of these, though only 7 of them made it to the World Heritage list. But it seems like such a really great idea. If you can't fortify your town against intruders, just fortify the most important building, and then everybody go there and wait out a siege. It's genius, really, when you think about it. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more from the World Heritage Journey. I'll see you next time.